gems. Welcome back to the Amber Life. Make sure that you hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Hit the little bell so that when she decides to upload, you'll be notified. Did I do it right?
The hell am I supposed to feel? Hope I swing good, fuck the deal. If I fall, I'ma take it down like a pill. Why you so?
Hi gems, it's your girl Ambra and welcome back to my channel. I'm excited about this video because I always miss the opportunity to tell you guys what products I take advantage of during the Sephora sales. There's always one in the fall, I believe, and then there's one in spring. And we are approaching the spring sale. And just to kind of give you a little bit of background on what the sale entails, you have to be a Sephora insider. I'm sure any and everybody who watches this, you're fully aware what that program is. It's simply more of like a frequent buyer type status that a lot of retailers take advantage of. But with Sephora, they put you in 3 different buckets. You're either ROUGE, you're either VIB, or you're insider. And with those different levels, you get a certain percentage of discount on products during these annual sales. So it's absolutely the best time to buy your products, whether it be skincare, beauty, or fragrance, because you'll end up getting between 10 to 20% discount on those products. All right, so I have my Sephora cart in front of me. I have a dual screen, so I have my computer right in front of me. And listen, before we go into all of this, I'm going to keep it a buck. It's kind of like my window shopping list, and then I go in and edit based on actual need. So these are just the things that I've had my eye on for some time. They cost a pretty penny, and it's probably the best time to use the discount. So just to provide you guys, and you'll see it annotated on the screen, the different dates of the sale. This I actually have on my phone. So the actual sale is April 1st through April 11th. However, the discount start times are going to be different for each level of insider that you are. So if you're ROUGE, you're going to get 20% off between April 1st and April 11th. You're the group that's going to get the early access. You're going to be able to get to the product before the other levels, and you'll get the larger discount. And this is all based on your annual spend at Sephora. Then you have the VIB, which is me. I won't be able to start using the discount until April 5th, but still run to the 11th. However, I only get 15%, again, because it's based on the spend annually with Sephora. And then our final group, which is our insider, so that's if you're coming in off the street, you've never had a beauty program with Sephora before, they'll immediately give you 10% discount during this time, but you can't start shopping until April 7th. But again, it ends on the 11th. And the code is always going to be Save Spring, regardless of what level of insider you are. And like I said, they do it 2 times a year, one in the spring and one in the fall. So it's definitely a great time to, get more bang for your buck. Now, will I get everything in this cart? I highly doubt it, but I have it in here because I wanted to share with you guys what I've been adding over a period of weeks and some things that have come up on social. I'm easily influenced by other influencers, so you'll see some skincare in here. And then I do have some fragrance because I've just been on a fragrance kick, and I'm just like playing and toying with the idea of getting some more fragrance for the spring, summertime. So let's start with skincare. I was highly encouraged by Candace O Beauty here on YouTube. If you guys are not following her, I highly suggest it. She goes into a deeper dive when it comes to skincare. Not only benefits, product information and insight, but just overall wear and testing as well. And she spoke so highly of the TatchaViolet-C Radiance mask. Now, I don't typically have like problematic skin. Even when like my homegirl come in town once a month, I don't typically have too many breakouts. So hormonally, I don't have a shift in my skin, but I can get very dull because I'm very dry. And instead of kind of my skin producing all this excess oil, and then I'm combating that with other treatments, she really highly suggested using the TatchaViolet-C Radiance to kind of give you that overall like medium ground, plumping, not too dry, not too oily, just kind of, sun-kissed finish. So I'm definitely interested in that product. It retails for $70. Now, we're talking about Tatcha. We're experiencing a lot of their products being on the higher end of the price tag, but nonetheless, it's good stuff. And you get about 1.7 ounces And on Sephora, they've highlighted this particular product as clean. And you guys, at this point, I feel like you guys are fully aware of like the whole clean product, like no parabens, no bad chemicals, things like that in their products. So I have that in my cart, and I'm leaning heavily towards that one. Another Candace influence that she suggested was by Paula's Choice. It's a skin perfecting 2% BAH liquid exfoliant. So we're all familiar with like rice green or like powdered exfoliants that we should only be doing like at most once or twice a week. This one's a liquid form, and it has BAH, 2% volume that is, and that's not only going to balance out the skin, but look, there's some other benefits that, oh yeah, it's actually a leave-on, so it's a leave-on. That's one thing, because other exfoliants you kind of rub and then you remove rinsing, but that 2% that I was speaking of, the BAH, that's the what acid? Either way, it sweeps away dead skin cells, unclogs pores, and visibly smooths wrinkles. So no, I don't have any wrinkles right now, but that's not to say they're not to come. So it's more of a preventative measure, and she speaks really, really highly of it. And I'm all about shrinking my pores. Y'all always tell me I don't see them, but I'm telling y'all, they look back at me. How do you say, girl? I'm gonna put it on the screen. I ain't gonna play myself. But that was another suggested skincare product that Candace suggested, and I think now that one is not as expensive. It's $32, and you get 4 ounces. But again, because I get 15% off, that's reasonable to be able to manage and get that one. But still take advantage, you know, of the sale. My next skincare item is the the Water Cream Oil Free Pore Minimizing Moisturizer. That was a mouthful. I've actually used this product before. This would be the first time I'm ever buying it. I was on Tatcha's PR list a while ago. But you all know I'm trying to come back into the space, and you know, you kind of lose your rank in the PR listing. But one experience that I had with it is just that me being oily combination, anything that has like a water or a gel element to the moisturizer is something that I can wear during the day so that my skin isn't producing a high level of oil, and then I'm looking real crazy and my makeup's separating and my foundation is sliding off my face. I really enjoyed this product. She's $69, so just $1 less than the mask. But it's, you can tell, I mean, you're paying for the quality in that for sure. It's really, really nice. So I wanted to get that back into the rotation. So this one isn't necessarily skincare, but it's topical. So this is the Necessaire, the deodorant gel. Y'all, I have been trying to be like conscious about, I mean, everything that I'm putting in my body, it's even topical. And why my ass go out and buy, what was it? It's a Dove aluminum-free deodorant. Ma'am. Lord. I used it one time, and I was like, is that me? When you have to, like, check yourself or see if maybe your teenage boy is standing next to you, it may not be your ministry. So the girls have been suggesting Necessaire. I selected the scent eucalyptus because I like that smell. And this one has 5% AAH. And let me just tell you what that is all about. It's called a mandelic acid and lactic acid, which helps prevent odor, but also brighten the look of discoloration. So especially women of color, you know, when you shave or you wax, how your underarm area gets kind of dark. So it helps with that discoloration, because I mean, it doesn't really bother me so much, but I mean, it's prevalent, and I wouldn't mind something counteracting that. So I'm really excited about that. It has witch hazel water, which is plant-based. It has vitamin B3, which protects the skin's moisture barrier. And then it also smooths out bumpy skin. So it says it's fast drying, clear gel deodorant. And like I mentioned, that 5% AAH, which helps prevent the odor. I mean, we need that to happen. But brightens the look of the discoloration. So I'm excited to just try this one out. This one's $15. Definitely on the high end for deodorant when I'm coming from only spending $5.99. But you get what you pay for. So I'm excited to see what that does. And what I'll do with that is I'll take a before and after, maybe over a 30-day period, to see if I'm seeing any significance. because then that would at least tell me whether or not it's something that I should repurchase in the future. And being as though I already have the shower gel, which is amazing, this is going to be a really nice partner to that. So as far as skincare, I'm just looking in my cart. Yeah, that's all that I have in my cart right now for skincare. So let's get into the beauty. The beauty. If y'all don't know by now, Danessa Myricks is a G. She is definitely up there with the mothers of makeup. And I'm biased because as a woman of color, I've met her in person. Her spirit is bright. Like, she is so dope to be around, and just, she's a giver and she's a wealth of knowledge. She's not a gatekeeper of information. So I'm biased, but nonetheless, I mean, she's still a beast at what she does. And you guys have seen this go viral, I'm sure. She has these infinite chrome flakes, microchrome gels that you can use on the eyes and face. And y'all, this is the video that went viral where, you know, the girls are putting on like just like a lip liner or like a base color, and then they're putting the multichrome over top of it. I mean, is that every day? No, but do I need it? Yes. So I chose two colors, the shade Starburst, which has, actually, let me look at the one. Starburst is described as fluorescent pink with champagne shifts. And then the second color is Superstar, which is an amethyst purple with fuchsia shift. Both of those sound beyond. They're $25 a pop. You get 0.13 ounces. They are stunning. Even the pictures on Sephora, like the way she got these girls glowing, I just need to get my hands on them. And I've actually went to a Sephora, a local one in my area, and they did not have these in store. So I don't know if it's an online only product, but I don't care. I want it. All right, so next up I have is the DiorBACKSTAGE Face Body Foundation. I've just never tried this product. You guys have been talking about it so highly on Instagram and YouTube that even my girlfriend Danielle from Style and Beauty Doctor, she speaks so highly of this. She has a blog post all about the product, the know-how, the application. I'm loving the idea that it's face and body, right? So that if ever I'm out of town and maybe I don't want to have my tattoo show, I doubt that ever happens, but if I wanted to, or any like blemishes, like I have bruises from when I was little and I got burned my arm, like just little things like that. And it's not, she spoke about it not being as transparent as some other body foundations. And yeah, it's light. What else are they talking about here? Yeah, medium coverage, natural finish, all things that I'm all on board for. And they just look really beautiful on the girls that I've seen it. So I was like, you know what? It's a $40 foundation. Why not get 15% off? Try it. And the beautiful thing about Sephora is that if it doesn't work, you can return it even if you've tried it. So that's why I added it to the cart. And then I accompanied it with the Backstage Concealer just to see how the two products work together. And I believe the Backstage Concealer just came out, and that retails for $29. So typically when I choose a concealer, I go 2 shades lighter than my complexion. I know some girls either go as far as 3, but I don't necessarily like a super lit highlight. I want something that's golden and finished and warm, but not so bright that like in pictures it bounces back that I look a little ghostly. So I went on ahead and got that and put that in the cart as well. So those two will work really well together, and then I can kind of decipher whether or not it's something that I want to keep in my collection moving forward. Speaking of concealers, this is also another product that went viral, and this is the KVD Beauty, the Good Apple Lightweight Full Coverage Concealer. This one's supposed to be super rich, super pigmented. Even though I may not have, or it appears as though I have very dark under eyes, it can happen. So I'm looking for something that's gonna conceal those areas when I don't wear foundation. Something that's just gonna like, you know, highlight this under eye area, but I don't need to put on a full face, and it's gonna give me enough coverage that it's not too sheer. So I really am looking forward to trying that one out. That retails for $28. And again, that's the KVD Beauty, the Good Apple Lightweight Full Coverage. And from what I've seen in the swipes, she's giving full coverage. So I'm excited to try that one out. Now this one right here, you know, when I go through my cart and I start editing things, I'm like, do I need it? But this is the GXVE by Gwen Stefani. You guys know she's infamous for her red lips. And I have my collection of my favorite red lips. But I saw the girls try this on. This is the matte liquid lipstick. Not the traditional tube lipstick. And it is pigmented, but it's also giving very blue undertone, which is one of my favorite options when it comes to red lips. So this one retails for $24. The packaging is so Gwen Stefani, so cute, is labeled as clean beauty, so that's really important to note. And again, like, do I need another red? No. But am I willing to try it? Yes. Like, you don't have to twist my wrist. Come on. So I'm excited about that. You guys, I think okay, I'm lying. There's more. Okay, another beauty item. I don't know if you guys been watching the girls put on all of like the highlight, the contouring, even the liquid blush before putting on the foundation. I'm kind of obsessed. I'm kind of obsessed with liquid blush. Now I say that in the sense of watching people do it. I've never done it, so that is where I'm introducing myself to this option. So I put 2 of the Rare Beauty by Selena Gomez, the liquid blush. I chose the shade Joy, which is kind of like a peachy pink, and the shade Lucky, which is kind of like a vibrant pink. And as you know, as being of a deeper skin tone, the more vibrant the shade, the more beautiful it's going to look on the skin. Never go too dull, because you just kind of want to look, you know, refreshed and, you know, youthful. And I'm excited to try these out. They do have really interesting applicators, very similar to how like a lipstick or a gloss tip would be on an applicator. And the packaging looks really cute. So those are $20. And I'm going to try that whole technique of like putting on my concealer, putting on my contour, putting on the liquid blush, and then blending it all together and see what that gives, rather than doing like the old-fashioned like powdered cheek, which, I mean, I'm not against it. I still do it to this day. But, you know, kind of get a little bored with makeup and you want to try to like something different. So that's just something else that I put in here. And then the last thing in my cart is a fragrance. And this is the KAYALIINVITE by Huda Beauty and Invite Only Amber. What I liked about this one in particular is I love gourmand, and this one says it's warm and sweet. So I'm really not heavy on a lot of other floral scents, and typically gourmand is relatively warm when, you know, it hits most pH, but the sweet is where I'm interested, because I'd never liked them individually, but together may really show to be a nice combination. Let me see. Yeah, so this one's stating warm and spicy, which is where I lean more towards. I'm not much of a fruit girl, so I'm not going to be walking around smelling like a pineapple or maybe like oranges. Like, my mother loves nectarine type citrusy scents. It's just not for me. It just doesn't work that well on my pH, I guess. But this one's described as warm, seductive, ultra rich, combined with sweet, deep, and voluptuous facets of amber and what? Let's try her out. And the thing is, at first I was like, well, let me not get like the full bottle, because I am infamous for getting the travel size. And then either just replenishing the travel size or splurging on the larger one. But the travel size sold out. So, again, if it's something that doesn't work for me, I just love Sephora's policy. It's very close to Nordstrom that I've ever experienced. And one thing about these Huda girls, first of all, that's Huda. What is that last name? I can't remember. I used to watch that reality show on Facebook. But sis loves some fragrance, and she has a wide variety in collection. So I'm trusting this. We'll see. And it says it's a layering scent. So love that for me. So yeah. Oh, and that one retails for $100. So that is everything that I currently have in my cart right now. It's about 13 pieces. And I'll probably like condense that down a little bit. But these are the things that I've been putting in my cart, waiting off on purchasing, waiting for this sale, to be quite honest. So if you guys have some time after watching this, add the things into your cart. Make sure you set up your profile, put your cart on file. Like, consider this a Nike Jordan release, okay? Because when the girls hit go, You need to be ready. You need to be ready to submit and check out and just walk away. Be like, whew, I got it. Again, the sale starts April 1st to the 11th. And it's all based on your level of insider. And if you are not a Sephora insider, baby, get with the program, honey. Start collecting those points. Start getting those little birthday gifts. Get the benefits where you're shopping. Because we know when you go to Sephora, you spend $100, you walk away with a lip gloss and like some tissue paper. So this is an opportunity for you to start collecting and getting some type of kickback from what you're investing in yourself. So if you guys have any questions, make sure you chime in the comment section below. I love interacting with you guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share so all the girls know what's going on out here in the worlds of beauty, skincare, and fragrance, and all things that we love over here at the Amber Life. And until our next video, bye.